very good with your hands, you can always find a way to immigrate. Well, there's a lot of employment fraud out there. In many cases, people pay employers to petition for them so that they can immigrate through employment. The employer doesn't need the worker, but they'll take the money and go through the process for the worker. Unfortunately, in many cases, it doesn't work, because in order to be able to immigrate, you have to have certain documentation about your education, about your prior work experience, and there are many document vendors out there who manufacture documents to submit to the government so that you would be able to immigrate through employment, from phony diplomas, phony resumes, and actually phony documents. The internet is rife with people willing to sell you documents so that you can immigrate through employment. But beware. In many cases, the documents that you buy don't make any sense. They're not appropriate for your particular type of case. And when you turn them into the government will come back at you because they detect that they're fraudulent documents. Employment fraud is a little bit more subtle than marriage fraud, in the sense that they're usually highly educated people that are committing employment fraud, and they believe that they're smart enough that nobody can figure out what they're doing. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And many immigration cases that could have been won are lost because the person decides that they will submit fraudulent documents or puff up their experience to make themselves appear to be more than they are. And in many cases, it's not even necessary. In many of the employment-based cases, you don't have to be highly educated, and you can still immigrate. One area of immigration through employment that is most interesting is if you are skilled in using your hands for your work, whatever it may be. The United States doesn't have people skilled with their hands anymore. People here work with machines. So if you're very good with your hands, you can always find a way to immigrate. People don't understand that you don't have to be highly educated. On the other hand, if you are highly educated, there are many different categories, but people submit phony diplomas, people exaggerate their experience, and in many cases it doesn't work and they get caught and then they have to leave the country.